I am back. Hi, Karen. A year ago, I stood on this super stage and shared how Mind Metrics was on the brink of down tiering and how we clawed back. A lot has changed since then. This year, we became the very first Supered partner to hit advanced status. I'm pretty proud of that. And I spend a good chunk of my time looking at how to maximize our unstructured data with AI. In that, I learned how meeting transcripts are real-time signals that explain your metrics and expose actionable patterns across people, process, and product. But 95%. Wow. This is a shockingly high number. And we've been here before, though. Remember the early .com days when we blasted one newsletter to our entire email list and added hit counters on websites and called it analytics? No, maybe I'm just old. But that's where we are with AI today. And dare I say, like then, maybe in a bit of a bubble too. Shiny new thingamajigs are being plugged in everywhere, and it looks like progress. Everyone thinks it's groundbreaking. But is it? Today, most teams are drowning in generic summaries, or worse, specialized summaries that get blasted to everyone. The dream of AI isn't to produce more junk faster. It's to amplify insight, action, and alignment across your entire organization. But when summaries are generated indiscriminately across every department with no routing or tagging, you're just scaling chaos and contaminating your systems with poor quality data. You're incurring unnecessary computing costs, and you're generating volume, not value. And nothing is more evident of this than the increase in cold outreach in our inboxes recently. For AI systems to scale, they need to be cost effective to repeat, easy to update, change, and iterate. And now that we are adding agents within HubSpot as well, it needs to feed clean data into downstream processes. And that's why we built the Mind Metrics Switchboard. It's a HubSpot-aware routing layer that tags meetings by context in HubSpot. So it looks at lifecycle stage, deal stage, associated service objects, and subsequently routes them to the right AI agent. Look, I know the switchboard isn't the kind of infrastructure you Instagram about, but everything else relies on it. And just as A/B testing subject lines became the smart thing to do, running a quick AI pre-pass on unstructured data is smart too. And I invite all my fellow contestants to use our switchboard when it's published. Plug in all your sexy solutions, but make sure it's routed to the right people. The key here is modularity. The switchboard can trigger different agents depending on the meeting context we pull from HubSpot. For example, if it's an enterprise deal, we can run the full SPICE framework. If it's a smaller SMB call, we can switch to a lighter agent that just checks whether the rep set next steps. That way, you're not wasting enterprise level analysis on a simple call or under analyzing a complex one. That flexibility means teams aren't stuck with a one size fits all summary, and you're not digging into recordings to manually change the analysis style. Plus, everything feeds back into HubSpot. And you'll have to start doing this in order to scale your AI systems. Without this kind of infrastructure, you're going to bloat the data in HubSpot, erode team trust, and reduce the accuracy of future AI analysis. And that's really dangerous. With the switchboard in place, you've got the foundation to actually scale AI so it's accurate, reliable, and can quickly adapt to whatever your team needs. And so here are some examples that we've already solved for. Traditionally, surveys are lagging indicators, biased, late, and oftentimes ignored. By analyzing transcripts in real time, we turn conversations into a leading indicator of sentiment. That's not just an improvement, it's a totally new way to prevent churn. And think about it. You wouldn't drive your car down the highway looking only in the rearview mirror, but that's exactly what surveys force us to do. So our customer agent listens to the conversations your team is having right now, scores them for sentiment, pushes the data back into HubSpot, and then uses Super to enforce process in almost real time. That means when a customer shows churn risk, you don't hear about it months later in a survey. You see at the moment your customers are losing trust. Here's a peek at what customer sentiment looks like in real time. Having this data in HubSpot means your head of CS can identify problem accounts immediately, see common positive or negative trends by reps, and be ready to address client feedback the next meeting, or you can hand the data over to marketing for more content. With the customer sentiment agent, you don't autopsy churn after it's happened, you prevent it. And your sales needs this as well. Tools like Gong, Fathom, or Fireflies only get you part of the way. They can crank out summaries and highlight keywords, but they can't show you where a deal is breaking down in the cycle. That means your reps walk away with transcripts, but not with insights and actionable items. And your managers still don't see where to step in before a deal slips. Sales leaders need visibility that actually ties back to process. So coaching sales and win rates go up. Our sales scoring agent makes that happen by pushing data straight into HubSpot, showing exactly where a rep is struggling in the cycle and where to step in. With our sales scoring agent, sales managers can't say, I don't know if this rep follows the process. The answers are right there in front of their face. Because the data lives in HubSpot, you can actually enforce your sales process. And with Supered's new process boards, I heard you, Marie, you can even see who's not sticking to the script. And that pun is fully intended. For example, a manager can go to the process board, sort it by rep, and see exactly what parts of the process they are doing poorly in. All in less than a minute, they know exactly what to work on and how to level up that rep. So how do we go to market with this? Well, we land with free, because who doesn't like free? This gets you the simple switchboard plus 5 Supered process rules and 3 simple agents. It's built for education and proof of concept, but not necessarily scale yet. At $4.99, we go from proof to patterns. You get the advanced switchboard plus sales and CS scoring written to the meeting properties. That gives you the historical data. And a monthly consult with one of our experts to turn signals into next actions. When pain or ambition shows up, we go custom. This means more segmentation, more agents, continuous improvement. Plus, we can sell services like Sales Ops as a Service, AI sales coaching, AI consulting, and more. We're targeting VPs of CS, VPs of sales, and RevOps leaders at mid-market HubSpot accounts. Plus, my favorite, growth specialists and HubSpot CS managers, because I do enjoy that collaboration with HubSpot. And because Switchboard deploys org-wide, it exposes gaps across teams and makes cross-selling hubs natural. Customer success on Zendesk, great, let's move them to Service Hub. Sales on Salesforce, great, let's shift them to Sales Hub. And when the data isn't clean enough for AI, we lead with Ops Hub and Supered processes to rules to fix the data hygiene first. And because this is a Supered stage and a platform that has been really good to me, I'm giving Supered an exclusive. I'm very pleased to announce for the very first time that we are launching our trademarked Braints AI enablement framework. Everyone is scrambling to use AI, buying tools, running pilots, but the more they chase, the less sustainable it becomes. That's why we build Braints, our AI enablement framework to help you build, run, audit, improve, normalize, and share AI across teams. In just 6 weeks with Supered and our HubSpot AI agent tracker, companies finally get what they've been looking for. Scalable, trustworthy AI processes the whole organization can actually use. We're thrilled to be stepping into this AI future, and we believe that the future is conversational.